Hello my beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. For those that are new, my name is Nelly. Today I ran into this friend of mine that I haven't seen for quite a while. She's taking care of both her parents. Her parents are both sick. This person hasn't been speaking to the father for the past 3 years. I don't know why, maybe it's just family issues. She made that decision to look after the father after the father became ill. He had no place to stay. So he brought him home. This is like bringing your dad home after they've been divorced with your mom for years. But she managed to speak to the mother, who's also not feeling well, that at least, give him a chance to bring him home so that she can be able to take care of both of them in one place. Like that did not create an issue. This man has been divorced to this woman for years, and now they have to be under one roof. As children, sometimes there's some decisions that we have to make, even though the parents don't like them, but we have to make those decisions on their behalf, because when you are a child, the parent makes decisions for you. But as you grow old, you make your own decisions, whatever that you want to do. When they grow old, you have to take over and make those decisions for them. Even though this man was brought into the house, he still created chaos. He still tried to sell his ex-wife's property behind her back without her knowing. I don't understand why this man would try and sell a property that is not even his in the first place. And the second, he's given a place to stay, but he still doesn't care about his family. Even though he's no longer with his ex-wife, what about the children? Where are they going to stay? The reason why I'm bringing up this story is this is a parent mess up. In most cases, we think parents could be our savior. When we need answers, they could be there to give us those answers. But what happens when a parent or both parents mess up, causing trouble and making your life or your lives as children misery? What happens when the children are worried every time that you as a parent are going to mess up? I'm sure you've probably heard that. There's no real material about being a parent. A parent can mess up. Everyone makes mistakes, whether you're young or old. Think that this person is grown up, and yet they are not grown up. The children are more mature than that parent that's messing up. He can look like a man, he can behave like a man, but he hasn't grown up. It could be your father or your mother. Yet when it comes to decisions, they make those foolish decisions, and you ask yourself, how did you come up on deciding on this? At some point as an adult child, you need to make those decisions on their behalf. They may not even like those decisions and reject them, but if you see that those decisions that they are making, they've become very unhealthy for you or for you guys as children, you need to stand up and make those decisions on their behalf. Because those mistakes, they will do them again and again. This man is not the first time that he's done something that is shocking in that family. But he hasn't grown up. So what do you do when your parents mess up? This is when you have to sit with them and tell them the implications of the decisions that they're making and how it affects you as children. Sometimes these decisions that they make clearly shows that there could be something wrong with this person that they are not seeing, especially if they haven't changed, if this is a pattern that they've done before. They're not reasoning like grown-ups. A grown-up wouldn't want to make their children suffer, even though you do get grown-ups that are self-centered, that don't care about their children, that all they care is about themselves with their narcissist behavior. God says we should honor our parents, but even parents themselves, they have to play their part. At the same time, as children, we cannot continue to blame the parent. Maybe the parent doesn't even know that they're doing something wrong. Or maybe there's a reason behind this, which they've been carrying since childhood as well. They are not aware of what they're doing. Sometimes it's something that they have to deal with themselves. Maybe it's fear as well, fear of the unknown that they don't want to talk about. This is when you have to get them to open up, if they're going to be able to open up. Maybe discuss those reasons behind the fear. Most times this can be stressful as a child. They're still doing things that a child would do. They're not even matured enough. As human beings, we cannot change them. Only God can change them. The only thing you can do is to play a part as a daughter or as a son. There are many people that are dealing with such problems, but how do you navigate them once you know the problem? The best way is to set boundaries and let them know the things that you don't like as children or maybe as a child. They may not listen to you, but find a way to speak to them in a way that you can reason with them. So rather make them believe that you're on their side in order to win their trust. And once you win their trust, you can be able to have a conversation, because when you are going to be loud and screaming, they're not going to listen. They're going to shut down. Or maybe they may be loud and scream as well. That way communication will be better. So sometimes when you're communicating with a parent that doesn't want to listen, that won't listen, that thinks they are right because they are the parent and you are the child, you just need to shift the conversation and make them feel like they are right in whatever that they're saying, even though you know it's wrong. Just make them believe they're right. And once you win them, then you can be able to say what you have to say. When they feel like you even understand that they have a valid point, even though some of those points don't even make sense. But for peace sake, make them win their trust. Then you'll have a better conversation. Some parents will mess up at times, but as adult children, you need to find ways to deal with the situation without even offending them. It will be difficult, but just find ways of dealing with the situation. That is why there's so many children today that are not talking to their parents, because of situations that are left unsolved. And you find that the parents haven't seen their children for years. They don't even know where they are and what they're doing. They even miss out on seeing their grandchildren. But this is life. When children stop talking to their parents and parents stop talking to their children, this is what the Bible talks about. The Bible even mentions it. It's not something new. So thanks for listening, and see you in the next video. God bless you.